Like if I placed you here, what do you look like? Oh, you look foul. No, absolutely not. You need way more land space to do that. Hey guys, Wheatywaffle here today, and we are back playing some City Skylines 2 in our city of Leafy. Wow, this mountain really just like come over the hill. Oh, you know what? I need to do like some kind of cinematic where I just like and fly over. One day I'll figure out how to do that. We're back. We're building. We're just accomplishing great things left and right. The very first thing I want to check before we get any further, Fletch B9816 recommended that I double check how this intersection is set up. Apparently, there's only supposed to be a traffic light in the center. So this intersection should have a traffic light. These other intersections should not. And the thinking here is that by reducing the number of traffic lights, people will be able to exit when the light turns, and then they can just flow on through like they're supposed to. So let's just look at this for a second. I'm curious how many people can actually leave this area here when the light turns in their favor. Let's just go this way. All right, here we go. We've stalled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cars were able to get out of there in time. What are you doing? Do they have the right of way? They can just turn here. Only 9 were able to get out. And it looks like a bunch of cars probably just disappeared because there's a lot of open spaces. And then we've got this. Just, if only 9 cars are getting through at a time, I have a feeling that this particular exit is going to take ages to clear out. Go ahead and create another highway interchange right here. Nothing crazy. That would then shoot through this mountain and come out and end up somewhere in this area, because this is going to be a really dense area. And I know some of this is just caused by people moving in for the first time, but it couldn't hurt to maybe give our people a little bit more access. So let's do this. I'm fine with this interchange. I don't mind this coming out this way and going over this direction. I almost think I want a separate interchange entirely. Let's just buy all 3 of these. Monthly cost $65,000. If we were to place an interchange here that would then go underneath of this part of the mountain as a tunnel, I think that could look really nice. Or we reshuffle this whole thing. You know what? We're gonna get crazy. We're gonna get totally crazy. We're gonna hit pause, because what we're about to do is going to be somewhat substantial. Let's go ahead and remove this interchange entirely. Get rid of this. It was a prefabbed one anyway, so it's not a big deal if we remove it. I want to leave this interchange here, but what I want to do is I want to see if it's possible for us to create an interchange that is going to come from here, immediately split off of this highway, a Fawn Highway. Is that what that's called? Fawn Highway. Great. Immediately split off a Fawn Highway and break into 2 directions. One headed towards the main downtown, and one that's actually going to go around our technical institute. And maybe even just connect over here. Or maybe we follow along the side of the train like I was initially planning, and we bring it down somewhere over here. And I mean, I'm thinking like this would be a great place to connect up, because we've got this avenue here. So let's see what we can get into. All right, if I start off, and in the last episode, I did all of my highway building in a time lapse. And so this time we're going to switch it up, and I'm going to do this in real time. You're going to get to watch me struggle. You're going to get to watch me get frustrated. What are you running into? Invalid shape. Well, then we're just going to remove that, and we're going to just put our own right here. Can I just connect from here to here? There we go. All right, so right now we've removed the access point to here. Let's go ahead and get back on here to our highway menu, and let's look at our general setup here for our land. What I would like to do is have the exit come off of here And I'd like it to do two things. I think we need to do some terraforming to make this happen. I'd like it to come off of here. We got a little flat spot. One that immediately curves this direction, and then one that comes off of that curved direction and goes around this way. So let's do this. If I were to slope from where these roads are currently sitting over to this area, what does that slope look like? Really smooth, actually. That's not bad at all. We'll come back and smooth things out in a minute. And then we're also going to slope over to here. So go from here to the same area. And we're going to get another highway here. So here is the goal. Bam, bam. How? Don't know. We're going to figure that out together. So the first thing we're going to need is we're going to need a dual lane highway coming this direction. That's going to end up splitting. Do we want to start with this connection first? Like just bring a road over this way? Like so. And then we go from there. I would love to do half increments. Not 1 and 2, but half. But I don't know if that's possible. So let's do this. Let's bring this from here right on over to here. Okay. Then we're going to need one that goes this way as well to there, right? So if we've got these two roads generally set up, now we got to figure out how to make the crazy interchange that's going to make all this work. Let's turn off parallel mode. And let's start with the easy one, right? We know this is going to come right into here and connect up, right? That's definitely happening. Similarly, this one, we can send it into here as well. Okay. And we'll do some lane mathematics in a bit. We'll reduce some of these lane counts in a second once we get the general layout. Let's actually shorten this a little bit. Bring it a bit closer and then turn it in a bit wider. Yeah, I like that a bit more. Much better. Okay, so there's that highway connection there. Now, I need one that comes off of here and goes this direction and then splits into two. Here's a way to do that. Let's start. We're going to build in reverse, I think. Let's turn down our elevation step. Let me see my keyboard here. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and start to raise this up. We want to get this to 7.5, which is right there. That should be high enough to cross over. It is. Great. So there is that first portion of that bridge. Now that we are over the highway, we need to get one that goes this direction. Or I guess the whole thing goes this direction. And then we need to somehow connect this into this as well. So here's what I think we can do here. Can I come off of here? Oh, not with a straight line. That's craziness. Let's do it with this. Actually, hold on. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. Upgrade. Apparently, changing the direction of that road is going to cause an issue. So let's rebuild. And instead, let's go up to 10. I think we went to 7.5. I think we need to go a bit higher. So if I were to turn this all the way down, nice and shallow with our raising, I want to make sure I've got more than enough space. Bring a 10 and bring it over a bit further. See how that extra pillar pops in? I want to do it. Let's just do it with the pillar. Let's just go a little bit further straight and let's just see what happens. We'll even bring it down 1. So we try to keep it somewhat close to the ground. Can I now flip this? I don't understand why that's considered overlapping. That does not compute. Okay, let's try again. Bring this down to the ground. Let's actually even do this. Let's bring this back just a bit. We're going to bring it back forward to here. Then at this point, Let's go to 11.25. Now bring it over. Oh, you know why? I know why this is doing it. Hold on. Hold the phone. Back up. We can keep this where we were at. We were thinking we were going to do a 7.25, and I think that's possible. I know what's going on. Okay. I still am trying to figure out how to like set all the mod settings correctly. I've not obviously cracked that, so learning on the fly. Bring it back down to 0. Go straight. We'll do 875. I don't mind 875. Bring it straight on over. Then when I switch to this replace tool, I want to turn off replace upgrades. When toggled, replace tool mode will add or remove network upgrades to match the selected upgrades. If not toggled, replace tool mode will reserve network upgrades if possible. So detoggle that. And now I can turn this around the correct direction. Much better. Okay, so now we have an initial portion that can cross over. What I need to do now is get from here to here, which that should be, I think, knock on wood, somewhat easy. Especially if we turn all the snap tools off except for existing geometry. And get this nice and close. Like, what's the closest we can bring this in? Overlapping item, but if I go up 1, we're fine. Like, how far back can we take it? If I go... What if we go like that? Okay. Okay. We'll have to do some lane mathematics. We anticipated that, right? Let's bring this back, turn everything back on, and then let's go straight. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting to turn off this stinking thing. I just get so excited. I have like all these ideas that I want to do with you guys. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because we started this new area or if I'm just like with the new graphics card, I'm just feeling like the game is running smoother for me and I'm able to enjoy it a bit more and not stress about the general performance of my PC, but I'm feeling so much better and more motivated to play this game. Okay, so we now have an option to go this direction off, and then we have an option to go these directions on. Okay, great. Let's get this reconnected. And it's going to need to connect into 2 separate spots. So one of these I think is easy in that we can just take this road here, bring it down to the ground, keep it ground level. And we can just connect this right on in, a really nice curve right on over. That's super nice. Okay. Then you can now get off this highway and get over into this lane, but you cannot get off this highway and get over into this lane. How do I get you to do that? We could take an additional connection off of here. Let's see if that's possible. If I were to go like this, can I get up to 7.5? Almost. That's 7.5 there. Let's drag it out even further. Like so. Can I cross over with this? No. We're too close to that because that's coming down a hill. All right, so then what I think we need to do, let's stop trying to be a hero here and make everything super compact because that's part of what I think gets me in trouble. Let's just accept that this is going to need to be a much, much larger curve to get us over there. And from that larger curve, we then begin to raise to, let's go to 825. cross over straight just for a moment, and then go ahead and connect right in. We're at 10.7, negative 10.7. You know what? Let's not cross right in right yet. Let's go close to the side. As long as it's below 10, I think I can get into it. And then from here, bring it down to the ground, connect it in. Okay, so now, if I'm on Fawn Highway, I can go to the left and get on Butler Highway into the main downtown. Or I can go to the left and take, like, I guess the A and B exit, right? Get on Beechwood Highway into Elk, which eventually is going to lead us into Capital City. Okay, that's great. I'm a huge fan. That gets me this road. Now this road needs to be able to get off into both. And that's easy because this is just going to be a quick little like this. You ready? We're going to go whoop. Let's do actually a complex curve. We're going to go like this. We're going to come here. We're going to come up to here. Let's go even further. Let's go here up to here and do that curve. That's a little tight. I don't know. That feels a little too tight. So let's start further back. Let's go from here, bring it all the way out. Like, let's just get absolutely ham with it, knowing that we're going to be bringing it back in. Much better curve. Much, much better curve. Okay, so just double checking my thoughts here. What is this one called? Forest Highway. You can exit. You can then come over to here. We'll do the lane mathematics and make this look a bit nicer. And you can go either direction. If I'm on Fawn Highway, I can take this exit, choose which way I want to go either direction. Fantastic. Now, if I am on Aspen Highway, my only option right now is to switch onto Summit and then go to the left. I need to be able to get Aspen Highway to the right as well. The question is, does that happen after Summit and Aspen connect? Or should I take Aspen, loop it over, bring it this direction? And then what do I do about Summit? Ooh, this is where it gets a bit more challenging. Okay, here. You know what? Again, don't need to be a hero. Let's take Summit Highway and let's elongate this entrance point. Let's take it down to here and let's go even further. Let's go turn all this off except for snap to existing geometry. Go to here and then connect in. I don't know why it does that, but it's okay. Lane mathematics will help fix that. We'll expand the lanes. Now I have a much easier place to be like, okay, you're going to exit and you're going to loop around and you're going to go this way. Okay, so here we go. I think this, presumably, could be a one-lane kind of moment. Let's get up to 7.5. Can we bring that to here? No, let's do it again. Go to here, and begin to curve inwards. And now, give me the turn off existing snap to, because I'm still clicked on it. Give me angle. Let's prioritize angle here. I like that. And I could even begin to bring it down a little bit. No, leave it there. Nope, nope, nope. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy. Let's back it up a bit. Still prioritizing our angle. Bring it down. Then, complex curve. Scoot in. Turn on existing snapping, turn off angle. And then bring it in. Okay, so now if I get off of either of these highways from either city, I condense into this area, at which point I can then choose to take this other exit, which will loop me back around and turn me around to get me on this direction. Great. If I'm on either of these roads, I can get off this 2-lane down this way. Either of these roads, I can take this turnaround and go this way. It's a really funky looking like T interchange, but really, really poorly made. I almost want to change this connection point and make it a little bit closer to this. I'm probably going to regret deleting this here in a second because it did look pretty nice. But I think I want to switch it up. We might regret this, but we're going to try it. Go from here. 7.5 minimum. Get us over the road. Oh wait, I did not realize I was on complex. Get us over the road. At which point, we're then going to do... Now, I want this to be long. Like, I want this curve to feel smooth. I think the moment I force the curve to be too tight, it's just going to make it a mess. This doesn't have to come all the way down. This can come down to 2.5. Really, really small slope there, which I like. But now we can begin to mirror what we have going on over here. Bring it back down to the ground. And then at this point, connect it back in here. I like that a lot more. And I'm feeling the desire to maybe rework this as well, in that I want to take this from here. You're gonna go in like so. We do have a pillar there, but I think that'll be okay. Can I go like this and work around that pillar? Not really. All right, so hold on. Before we go further, let's see. Can we can upgrade this to a 3-lane if we do it like this. So let's do that. Then build off of here. Go this direction. And I kind of want to just like match this a bit. I want to bring it up to back here, right? Seven, 5. Where was this supposed to be connecting into? Oh, over here somewhere. Right. All right, well, if that's the case, let's do it like this. I can have this come all the way over to here. That's fine. Let's go and just flip this while we're thinking about it. I shouldn't have deleted it. It was fine. It was, I gotta learn to leave well enough alone. Oh, but that's a great curve. That's a great curve. Keep the whole bridge raised. Then, oh my gosh. Nope. Delete. Oh, I'm on continuous. That's not what I want. We just want this guy here. Then bring it down a bit to like 3.5. Give me that 80. Right about there-ish. Down to the ground. At which point we then connect it in like this. I like how large it is. And it looks a little tight, but if I get closer, it's really not that bad. No, it's really not that bad. Okay, so now this just needs to connect into this, and I just want to stay far enough away from that section that I don't cause you to have to make some crazy decisions too quickly. So let's go turn all snap 2s back on. This road's about here. I would like that to connect in a bit nicer. I don't think that it's not the best that we can offer, you know? We want to be giving our best. Now, flip that. Yes. Okay. I disconnected this, which that we want to fix. Watch this not work now, and this be this like the biggest challenge of this whole thing. Although that worked just fine. It's going to be a challenge to do any kind of lane upgrades there, but I don't know if it's actually necessary. I don't like how look at that. No. That's too close. You can't have the supports there. Okay, so then this just needs to kind of come from here, I think. Let's do a curve. Light little curve. Curve in. Does that back it up further? Much better, much better. Okay, so now let's just review one more time. I think we've got it all. It's unique, for sure. It's something. But Fawn Highway, I can turn and get onto Elk, or I can turn and get onto Cherry. Great. Or if I'm on Forest Highway, I can turn, I can get onto Elk, or I can get onto Cherry. If I'm on, Cherry Pine, I'm calling these the same thing. But if I'm on this direction of road, this comes south, this is going north. I can merge up here, get on Summit Highway like this and go that way, or I can merge, get off this exit and go this way. Which is making me think that I'm questioning that particular connection. It just feels a little too crazy. Let's do this. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so there's that. Then, if I'm coming down this direction, I also can get on or switch over. I think I did it all. It's an interesting shape, but it'll do. Okay, so let's get all this connected up. So right here we have a 4-laner. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to take this here and connect into the 4-lane with a straight piece. Bam. I'm going to fix that here in a second. This is a 3-lane, which we're going to connect right in. Now, this 3-lane, I think I'm going to extend just a bit further. I don't think there's any reason to force them to switch out too fast. This 4-lane really should be a 3-lane at this point, which could then become this 4-lane. And I wonder if we turn all this off. Can I scoot this 4-lane over and make it a bit more palatable? It does change this up in a way I don't know if I like. Let's see if we can fix this. I'll take it. Okay, so now we've got that connection set up. Now, if I'm coming down this direction on Fawn Highway, I can get off, but I would like to preferably have a merge lane. So boom, we can get off and then go off from there. It is making me want to just quickly, now that we see how this connection works, making me want to kind of rebuild this connection point like so. You get 1 lane to get off, and then you split. There's no reason for this to be 2 lanes, I don't think. Or you know what? It could be 2 lanes. And then this could just be a 4-lane. I don't know how this piece got there, but we'll get rid of that. And I kind of want to do this. I want to take a straight piece here and just go like so. Turn this into a 3-lane. And then expand again into the 4 lanes right when you're about to get off. Okay, so boom, there's your exit. You know one thing that would be great if this game did? I'm missing the exit signs. Didn't in City Skylines 1, they had exit signs that would automatically place on a street when you built an exit? That was just like a little extra detail that I think we're missing. And there ain't no way I'm manually placing none of that. All right, 2-lane, 1 lane. This would then become a 3-lane, at least for the intro piece. I do think that does necessitate a reconnection now that we know what it looks like. Can I do that without getting rid of the whole bridge? I can. Give me the 180. Oh no, it brings me all the way up. Actually, screw that. Just go straight with it. Much better. Okay, there's that one. What else am I missing? Here we've got a little bit of a cluster. So let's see if we can... Yeah, let's just do that. Let's split that into 3 lanes. I'm not able to, for some reason, build this piece unless I build it there. And if I do that, can I move the rest of this over to make this look like it makes a bit more sense? I can get into that. Actually, I can totally get into this. Okay, boom, scoot that over. Scoot this over. And then we get into here, and it's basically fine. Let's just see if we can get this a little bit nicer. Scooch that in. Scooch that. And you kind of lose where that extra bit has been moved. Okay, that's fine. So now you can come off. You can go that way. Wonderful, wonderful. Here, I think we should again do a... If we can swing it, I think we do a 4-lane road right here. Turn the snap twos back off. Can we change this? No. So then we're going to just change this ourselves. We are going to build a new curve connecting only to our grid lines and existing geometry. So we can figure out where this curve should be placed, and then we place it there. Beautiful. I think I want to do the same thing I did with the last one, where just before this, we upgrade this into a 3-lane. It doesn't need to be all that. That's excessive. Just give me like a little spot here where we can turn this into 3 and then remove these 2 roads. Okay. Now here we've got, again, 4 lanes all coming in together. So let's upgrade that. And similarly, I think I'm actually going to match what we have here. So turn everything off except for the 90-degree angle. Bam. And then here, turn this off and go like this. Give me the 90. Man, okay. Once you start using the road building tools, they really are nice. I mean, they are pretty phenomenal. I feel like we built that in no time. It's been, what, like 30 minutes? Not even? The one area that's going to be a challenge is here, because what we could do is upgrade this into a 4-lane road. If I'm coming this way, you know what we don't have? I don't have a way to get over to this highway. Like if I'm coming out of the city, how do I then cross over to the other highway if that's what I choose to do? Or do I not? Do I ignore that highway entirely and come down this way? I don't think that's the right move. All right, so what I think we do here is we take this extended merge lane that we've made, and we turn this extended merge lane into another connecting piece that goes over this way. Or we undo this extended merge lane, turn that back into a 2-lane pretty early, right? Then let's smooth. We're gonna need to smooth up the, not the brush size. I can actually go down probably, but up the intensity here of this smooth. And better yet, let's just do this. Let's go from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here. Okay, smooth that out a bit. Just gives me a little bit nicer working area. Now what we do is we come from here up to here and we curve it in. Better yet, do it like this and bring it in. But then we can more politely connect this up. I think we're far enough away from that merge line that it's not really going to be an issue. Wrong button. I want to build this one more time. All right, let's turn on the snap twos again. I feel like there's times where it makes sense to have no snap twos, and there are times where I really wish I would just use them. Wow, that really did some damage. Upgrade this into a 2-lane. Can we solve whatever just happened here? I guess not. Let's take this as a 2-lane road. Let's do this. Back this up even further. Bring a 2-lane road basically straight down next to the other 2-lane road we've got. Just like so. Now we have a clear place to curve. That's a straight piece. To curve this over and then in. It's a bit tight, but you know, you gotta follow the rules of the road, and so sometimes you gotta slow down, people. Slow down. All right. Bring this up and in like this, but then upgrade this briefly into a 4-lane. And then from this point forward, we will do a 3-lane. We'll even cut this here. Upgrade this into 3. Delete this. Oh, you know what? Hold on. And this should be 1. 1 and 1. You both come over here, and then you guys can begin to merge in. This lane stays a part of it, so really only 1 lane is merging. Or 1 lane really ends. I don't love, but we're going to learn to like. How's that? All right. This can now become a 1-lane road. Doesn't need to be 2 lanes. Which means that this can become a 3-lane road. And if I'm coming off of here, I just need to get over 2 lanes relatively quickly. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to make you only have to get over 1 lane that you can then use as the exit. And then the Kent Highway side, I guess really the Pine Highway side, is going to be the ones who have to do a merge before they get off there. Okay. Now this right here is making me second guess myself. If I'm on Hickory Highway, I can go from Hickory over to Cherry. And I can continue this way. If I'm on Pine going this way, can I get onto Elk? Or if I'm on Elk going this direction, can I get onto Pine? Well, I wouldn't need to go onto Pine, because to get onto either of these, I'm coming from one direction of either Forest or Fawn. And I know that I can get from either of these over there. Okay, I think this is right. Oh my gosh, I unpaused the game. Oops, that was an accident. It's large and in charge. It's chunky yet funky, bold and beautiful, baby. But it is gonna work. All right, so now what we're gonna do is this. We gotta get this to wiggle kind of around the back. Because these are the same height, I'm just gonna cut right into here for now. I'm not even gonna smooth it. We're going to go just like this. We're going to bring it around like so. And give me that space. This area here, we're going to smooth. But this is going to look like we purposely cut into it. And I like that idea. Okay. So then we can come over here. Now the question is, how do we get this around? I think this becomes a much tinier piece here. My dog, I don't want to say her name because if I do, she's going to look at me and think I'm calling for her, is just walking around the house trying to figure out what she's supposed to do. She had dinner, she did her walk, and now she's like, all right, I'm ready to sit on the couch. Why are you not on the couch? Why are you at the computer? It's the end of the day. Because your father's got things to do, girlfriend. All right, now we're a little high. And I would like to get this to come down. So what I think we do is we use like this height here. We begin to terraform to this height, right? There's that first one. We have this little raised hill here, but I think if we were to come down to like here, We could get another nice connection there. We got to get over to there. Then if we're coming down here, we could go from here to maybe like here or so. And then we can go from here to here. Okay. Let's see what happens if we build this guy out. This part we are going to jump into a quick time lapse because this, I think, should be, hopefully, pretty straightforward. Let's see. That's going to be the connection for now. It kind of just dead ends there. There's not much else we can do because of this huge mountain. So I think there's not, a lot that we're going to be able to do over that way anyway. And because most of this here is so hilly, I almost wonder if I should have just made this what's it called? One of these guys, the 4-lane 2-way highways, and just left that the whole way up versus having it split out. But for now, we're going to leave it split. It'll be just fine. I think this actually looks pretty nice. Yeah, we have to do some terraforming to make it happen, but that's reality here. So let's go ahead and give this... Nope, wrong one. Not that one. This one. This. No. Yeah. Yeah, let's give this a bit of a wall along that section. And we'll actually bring that around just a little bit more there. You know what? Give this whole side a wall. Gotta watch for falling rocks or whatever, right? Until you get kind of partially up there, and then it's like, all right, you've now passed the area of most concern. This comes around, you loop around this way, you go over here. Give this all the wall. I like this idea. Give the whole side. It's gonna give this weird shadow in parts, and that's just gonna be what it is. But this is some like little retaining wall so that if debris is falling off of the mountain, you're safe. All the way to there. I like that. Okay, now here's what's going to happen is we're going to hit on pause and we're going to see, can you guys all figure out like where to go, how to get there? Are you using the exits correctly? Like, where are you going? Are you going to take the exit? No, you're going to continue straight in your little sedan. Y'all have to go straight, but you guys are able to turn this way. Does anybody go the other way? Let's give this a 3x speed. This was not supposed to be another highway episode. I had so many other things I was going to do, but I think this is going to be a highway episode because this is actually looking pretty good. Here we go. You're a taxi cab. Are you going to take the exit? Okay. And you're a new taxi cab. There's now a faster way to get to Capital City. Are you going to take the Capital City exit is the real question that we should all be asking ourselves. That taxi didn't. Where are you going to go? Yeah, what is that about? Are you also going to do that weird slowdown? Okay, that needs a correction. Do it. You did. Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Is anybody going to go that way? Anyone? No, no, no. All right, well, while we wait, this needs to be fixed a bit. I think the easiest way to fix this is just going to be, let's give this... Let's turn this off entirely. Oh, I hate when it does that. This needs to be raised. Yeah. It really doesn't need to be 3 lanes for that long, but that way these lanes stay pretty straight and then it can go forward. That's fine. I'm not going to stress about it. All right. We do have some people going this way. How did you get here? Did you come this direction? You turned over here? Wow, you're really zooming. Slow down. Okay. The Velasquez family. 24 Lindeberg Street. Good old Genesis driving the vehicle for the fam. Oh, my goodness. Who knew that if that happened, we would be messing up the game. Autosave. I did see a car or two come this direction along Butler Highway, which is exciting if that's actually happening. There's one right there. So you're going to come down this way. You're going to the Lindbergh Street residence. Where is this at? Yes, you're right here in the downtown. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, so we've built another highway. Was not planning to do that. Let's do one thing not highway related before I think we call this episode. This might be a bit shorter than normal, but it's a highway build episode. And it's 7:30 p.m. and I would like to go get myself some dinner. So let's see here. I wanted to get another water treatment plant, right? For sewage. It has low ground, low air, medium noise. Considering we already have trash over here, I think there's no reason this could not be kind of incorporated into this section. It's a heavily polluted area anyway. You need about that much space. I think if I were to take a road and go just like this, and instead of having it be a bridge on the ground, which is just completely unnecessary, I'm just going to delete it. I don't know what I did. It's going to come straight on out from here. We'll slap on a little roundabout in the corner. Let's place this right on the end. That's connected up. That gives us much more sewage capacity here, which is fantastic. That is the water treatment plant. Processes sewage, purifies it of pollutants, treated waters and pumped back into the water network. The removed pollutants become garbage to be collected. All right, so then we need water, groundwater pumping station or advanced water pumping station. And this extracts from lakes, rivers, and bodies of water. It could go along this river somewhere, or we could pump water out of the reservoir we created. I don't want to do it over there by the people. It does have medium noise pollution, which is something we have to be mindful of. But if we were to place this, kind of along this edge here, Lindeberg Street, this is already an industrial area for the most part. Are you just a regular water, or you're a water treatment plant? So I don't want you to be too close to the water treatment plant. If I placed you here, what do you look like? Oh, you look foul. No, absolutely not. You need way more land space to do that. Get out of town. Okay. We could consider doing it further up the river, by the way. Like, for example, we've got incredible flow here. I believe this is all a part of the same forested area. But if I were to just delete kind of this section, back this up a little bit, I think there's more than enough space here for us to fit a water treatment plant. Let's turn all this off. All right, we're just going to do a one-lane road right here in the front. Can we bring this out? Just make it like kind of a fake little roundabout, I guess. Yeah. Did a bit of terraforming. That looks pretty nice. We're only using 7% usage. We're probably going to be fine now. Oh, yeah. Sewage and water are both good. I kind of like that being positioned there, too. It's moving some of that industry further up. Okay. So now we've got an additional highway. Did not, plan for that to happen as the whole episode. But we got a highway that seems to be working just fine. People are moving around pretty nicely. There's no longer a backup over here. There's no longer a backup over here, which I think, thank you so much to the person who commented to tell me to fix this. These not having lights on them makes so much more sense, and it just is helping the flow. And now we've got additional connections over here, which I think is really just going to be an added value to this area. People are already using this highway. getting down into the new neighborhood, and now we're just ready to keep zoning. I think we're gonna leave most of this zoning for the next part, but for the sake of it, let's like slap something down. Put a little something there. Give me a few more commercial buildings. Give me a few offices. I'd like them to be high density. Fill in that little block. Oh, this is just going to be great. All right, guys, we're going to leave this part here. I hope you enjoyed getting to watch me build a highway. I know the last part I didn't do that. I did it all as a time lapse. So let me know in the comments. I mean, do you prefer to see me build the highways in real time? Or would you rather me kind of cut through them quickly and then get into some other gameplay? Whatever you guys want to see. I mean, I'm happy to build highways alone, but if you like highways, then maybe you feel biased. I don't know. But I will see you guys in the next one.